I guess it's been a little while since that game you had at Michigan. So with kind of the extended time off, what's kind of been the focus and practice this past week and a half or so?
Really, it's just attention to detail, the little things that we have to clean up out there on the floor. Uh, got a lot of good film. We played two really good teams, and we're going to grow from it.
The long layoff, you knew this was a possibility. We talked about this before the season. But could this be, was this a positive in a lot of ways to kind of work on some things you have and deal, or is this kind of a negative here? Would you rather be playing games, or you like the reps and having the extra time to practice and things?
Well, I think with any coach, I mean, it's always good to get practices under your belt, kind of get your system down. But at this stage of the game, we've had over 40 practices. You want to play games. We got 2 games and 40 plus practices. I think it's better to get in the rhythm of playing games and have your 3 or 4 days in the game, 3 or 4 days in the game. I think and our players will, prefer that. They're just, banging bodies against each other every day. And I give them credit. I mean, they come in with a lot of energy and enthusiasm, but I know that's difficult. This not the norm. But you know what? It's not a normal year, and we have to get through it.
Coach, earlier CJ spoke with us and he said during practice, you also focused on the positives that came out of the Michigan game. What were those positives that you saw and which that you think you can carry over in the next game?
Well, we had some good stretches in the game against Michigan. I didn't think our second half was stellar by any stretch of the imagination, but I thought earlier in the game, in the first half, we showed good moments. Defensively, I thought we were active. We made plays. We turned them over some. I thought offensively, we really executed well. We moved the basketball. We kind of got the things that we wanted to get. But then, like I said, we didn't do it for 40 minutes, though. And so I wanted to show our guys that everything that we did was not bad, that there was some, positives that came out of the game. And I just wanted to emphasize that, and I hope they took it to heart.
Florida State's obviously had a really great program here under Leonard Hamilton the past few years. I think they finished last year ranked number 4. Just what stands out when you look at this year's Seminole basketball team?
Well, nothing changes with Coach Hamilton. I mean, he's been an amazing coach for a long time. Teams are always going to play hard defensively. They're always going to play unselfish basketball. He plays a lot of players, so he has a great deal of depth. And that's what you see, every year in and year out, these teams are the same. And so in preparing for them, you're preparing for a very good team. They're going to be well coached and they're going to play, selfless basketball.
One of the players they got is Scotty Barnes, who's gotten a lot of hoopla. What have you seen from him? What impresses you about him, seeing him on tape?
I think that the most impressive thing about him is, as talented as he is, he just lets the game come to him. A lot of young players, with that type of talent, they're going to be very aggressive, asserting themselves all the time. He doesn't really do that. He kind of just, plays within himself, and he always has he has a knack for, that moment, the big shot or the big play that's needed. It seems to always come back to him making that play. And that says a lot about him, that he's very confident in who he is, but he's a humble kid because he's, like I said, he doesn't need to be the entire show, even though he's, projected lottery pick. He just plays within the system and plays with his teammates. He just plays to win.
Coach, any updates on Darius and how does not having that true point guard change your offensive approach?
Well, it's difficult, not having Darius, but, he still, is out, and once we, get more information when he's able to play, then we'll definitely let everyone know. But as of right now, he's still, unable to play.
Coach, I believe this game was originally supposed to be part of the Orange Bowl Classic, which kind of would have been a one-off game down south. Obviously, was moved to Tallahassee. Is it just still a one-off game? Is this maybe a series where Florida State would come back to Orlando in a future season?
Yeah, we believe that's what's happening. We next year I think we'll try to go back and play it in its original location, and maybe the year after they would look at coming here. So I think that's what we're working on. I think it'd be great for the state, great for Orlando, great for Tallahassee.
Okay, great. Thanks, Coach. Oh, we can get one more. Yeah, Trish, we got one more. Let's jump in here with last one.
Coach, the 9 o'clock tip time, bother you, matter at all?
And we've been waiting so long to play that if we can play that game, we just counting the days down to playing. So if we're capable of playing the game, I don't care if they play it at midnight. I think our guys will feel the same way. Just excited to get back on the floor and compete against someone else.